There I
There's
am.
Sammy P. There's Sammy P.
Hey there, guys. Welcome to Confessions of the Idiots. Everybody wants to confess, but not everyone wants to hear them. Today, I'm joined on the isolation tapes by the great man himself, my favourite guest. Oh, yeah. Did you hear that?
Said it.
No, it's
Yeah, I
finally
did.
said it.
Loud and clear.
Oh, there's Doris. Can you see Doris? She's
Who's
hanging
that?
out
The
with
cat or the
cat.
giraffe?
Oh.
I don't know.
Only one of them is real, and you've got 5 guesses. Which one is real?
The cat. I'm going to go with the cat.
Yeah. So anyone not watching the video right now, switch on the video because you're getting some primo content from the great Doris, and that's just bonus. I'm just providing. I'm providing a lot of content at the moment.
Anyone who can't get video, Sam's got a lovely suit on today.
I've got a lovely suit on. I thought I'd class it up a bit because I've been in the house now, Dave, for 4. This is my 4th week, coming up to 4th week. Right. And so I thought, hey, I'm going to dress up a little bit. I've stopped shaving. Yes. I'm going to grow a beard. I've decided I'm going to grow a beard. What do you think?
That's important.
How long? Do you think it's important. How long do you think I should get it out? I'd love to have a Dave Letterman beard. That's the game.
You could definitely push that a little bit longer. But it's looking good. It's looking good.
I don't know what point I get to because you've been ever since I've known you, and I've probably known you for a few years now. You've always had a beard. You've always been a beard man. Are you? I know this is a fascinating conversation, but have you always been a beard guy? Would you ever go beardless?
Yeah, I've been beardless before. It's just something I'm trying out as I get a little bit older.
Yeah, I reckon it looks cool because you got salt and pepper. You get a little bit of salt and pepper to your beard.
It's called blonde, mate. It's blonde surfy tips. It's not.
Sorry. Do you get that professionally done?
Yeah.
Well, not only am I wearing a goddamn suit, but you are wearing the most amazing glasses I've ever seen in my life.
I bought these. I've got these glasses which they can display LED lights on the front, and I bought them at Christmas time. I always buy a couple of extra presents in case someone gives me something and I don't have anything for them. And this was one of the leftovers, so I gave them to myself.
Wow, that is such a smart idea. Do you wrap them just in case someone gives you a present?
Yeah, they're wrapped with. You can change the LED sort of things on it. You got all sorts of goings on. Yes, I keep some extra presents in case someone gives you one, and you go, oh crap. But then you go, hang on a second, check this out.
Have you ever had something really nice, like a beautiful bottle of wine that someone's given you something and you've given them LED sunglasses?
But you'd be happy if you got these, though.
I would be. But I imagine just someone going, I put a lot of thought into this. I got Dave. This stuff you've been talking about for a long time. I got him a box set of this. I got, whatever. And then you pull out those sunglasses. Have you ever, has that ever happened? No, this is why I don't get too many gifts because I get shit. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
I'm not here to talk about, who gets what at Christmas time.
Because we shouldn't be talking about Christmas time because I don't know if it is Christmas. Is today Christmas? No. It's been a long time.
Merry Christmas, mate.
I've called it. We've done a few podcasts. Merry Christmas, Dave. Oh, Merry Christmas, mate. I don't know if my parents are alive. Merry Christmas.
Same to you, mate. Yeah, season's greetings.
I've decided this COVID is going to end tomorrow. I've called it.
Mate, don't say dangerous things like that because everyone will be out in the streets because they heard it on some podcast that COVID ends tomorrow.
A very popular podcast, by the way.
I don't know where it's going, but I've been keeping my eye on the trends and it looks like it's going in the right direction. I don't want to jump the gun. I'm not going outside for another few months. And
is that the sunglasses talking or is that your good eye?
It's 1.5 bottles of scotch and about 15 slabs of beer talking.
This morning only. Hey,
this morning.
Because I've been sick. I've had a virus, had an infection, and I went to the doc. I got a doctor's. I got a doctor to look at it straight away, and they said, "Don't worry about it. It's a virus that's going around." I was like, "Don't say virus," and he said, "It's a viral infection going around." And every time I've spoken to someone on the phone, because I've just had a really sore throat, and it's a lot better today. And I know you said before you were going to cancel this podcast if I was still sick, but basically because I've had this, every time I've spoken to someone on the phone, like, "How are you going? You all right?" And I go, "I've just got a sore throat." And they go, "That's how it starts."
Yeah.
Every single person has said that. It is. Yeah. And no taste as well. And
can you taste?
But I'm not a very good cook, Dave. So I've been a bit worried. My cooking's just not that good, and I thought I'd lost my taste.
You've got no taste or smell.
No, I've got both, mate.
Oh well, you're fine. It's definitely
fine.
It's not
Definitely
it.
not COVID. No.
Why'd you go to a doctor? You should have just called me. I would have said.
With those glasses. Why'd you go to a doctor,
Actually,
mate?
here's another one for the. I keep this on
People
hand
playing
as
at
well.
home.
What do you call that?
Oh,
This is for people
stethoscope.
playing at home with. I've got a stethoscope here, and I can.
That's cool.
Not a doctor.
Not a
Yeah.
doctor, but you've definitely got a stethoscope. Is it on hand at
Yeah.
all time? All
Yeah.
times? Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
People, if you're not watching right now, pop into the show notes and watch, because you're getting a guy in a suit who's mentally unfit, and you've got the great Dave Lawson. So
Who's also mentally unfit. So
you're doing pretty well, mate. Your mind's doing push-ups right now. That's what this podcast makes you do. It forces you to do push-ups.
yeah, it's
Because
great.
you have
Thanks,
to
mate.
think. Because I've got
Yeah.
I've got two great confessions for you today, Dave Lawson.
Oh, great.
Sit back having a coffee. We're chatting, just the boys
Mhm.
catching up. Confession 1 comes from
Yep.
Marianne. Marianne writes, "My brother and I grew up together in a very similar way.
Mhm.
We grew up under the same roof, but it's funny, really, how some people can turn out so differently, isn't it?"
Mm.
I believe that, Dave, because you've got a brother, Luke.
Matt.
Matt? Sorry. Do you?
Yeah.
Very close.
Jeez,
Do
mate.
you? Do you believe that people are always different under the same roof? It can
Well, I
happen.
think that I am not a doctor or a scientist, but there is that nature and nurture argument, isn't it?
Yeah.
What came first?
Chicken
The
or
nature
the
of the
nature?
nurture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you that famous saying? Do you think that Luke and you are very similar?
Matt, but anyway,
Luke?
we'll keep pushing with that.
Yep.
Yeah, we are very similar. I think
Yeah.
we sound very similar. My mum can't tell us apart from our vocal cords.
Oh, right.
And
I've
we
had
look
him on the
similar, and
podcast a few times when you're sick.
yeah, I know you could.
Yep.
You couldn't tell the difference.
Couldn't tell.
But yeah, look, I think
You think it's a
we're
thing?
similar.
Yeah,
I've got
you're
a sister.
similar.
We're all similar.
All similar.
Gosh.
All similar.
Is this Marianne's confession that she thinks she might be similar to her brother? Jeez, mate,
It's not the full confession.
you're not burning the good ones with me, are you?
Now, but that's a story for a different time. All right, so she builds all this up and then, but that's a story for a different time.
Right.
So she goes into all that and then says, let's forget about it. It was obviously a word count on this confession.
Mm.
I did something back in my youth that I'm not particularly proud of. And it's been eating me up ever since. It was something back in my youth that I'm not particularly proud of. I'll say it again. I'm not proud of it. All right, so she's not proud of this. So what do you think? Okay, this is the next sentence. This is all I'll give you before I let you have a little guess.
Mm.
It was Christmas one year. End it. What do you think happened to Marianne one Christmas, Dave, that is still eating her up 10 years later?
Well, that's funny. We're just talking about Christmas today. And
today is Christmas.
I hope it's not something lame like she switched the name on the presents.
Oh, God. Yeah, someone got those LED sunglasses when they wanted something else. Nice new beach towel.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's actually quite bad.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a bad one. It's a bad one.
Did she shit in someone's letterbox?
Oh, no, she didn't. But I will tell you, it's not one of the regular 3 that we have. It's not ghost, it's not sex, and it's not shitting on someone. Got nothing to do with that.
Wow.
Fresh one.
Oh, maybe she blew the whole thing open, ruined the myth of.
Oh God. Okay. Well, let's see where it goes, Dave, and I want you to see how you're faring as it goes on.
Mm-hmm.
It was Christmas one year, like every other year, and I remember it being so stinking hot. So this is Australian confession.
Yeah, yeah. We narrowed it down now. We know.
Narrowed it down.
We're getting
We know
the
where it
location.
is.
We're triangulating the location. We'll find Marianne.
We'll find her. My brother Dan and I would have been about 11. He's, of course, 2 years older than me, of course. So he would have been a little older at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that, Dave? Yep.
I understand how time works.
You understand how time works, yep. We were having crayfish, lobsters, and all sorts of other wonderful things. Do you have that? Do you have that at Christmas, Dave?
Oh, occasionally, it gets. I'm not a huge fan of it. I pretend to like it because everyone else likes
crayfish or Christmas.
It's just a little crayfish.
Yeah,
well, both.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Yeah, and it stinks. God, it stinks.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's nothing to do with the crayfish. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You're about to say she's gonna fuck the crayfish. No. I was in quite a lively mood and wanted to make everybody laugh. That was and still is to some degree my nature. Cool. So she hasn't lost that. She hasn't lost that spark
No,
that
it's
we
Marianne's a
love Marianne
fun-
for. She's fun.
Yeah.
I think if you were to describe me as a child, you would say fun-loving.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
would.
you want for your
That's all you want.
children.
I would
Yeah.
describe you. I reckon as a kid, Dave, you would have been fun-loving, and I
I hope
reckon,
so.
like Marianne is about to say, she loves pranks, and I reckon you would have loved pranks too.
Always a little bit of fun. As long as no one's
Yeah.
getting hurt, I
As
think they're
long as no
great.
one's getting hurt. I also love pranks, and in all of the commotion, sometimes got a little bit carried away. A few of us kids were playing up on the stairs, and out of great fun, I thought it would be really funny to push my cousin Mick down the stairs. That's a funny
Jesus.
prank, isn't it?
Oh.
I love pushing people down the stairs and then going, hey, by the way, that was just a goof. I gotcha.
Does she
Yep.
kill her cousin?
She doesn't kill him, but comes close. All I
Oh.
needed to do would be to catch him and give him the fright of his life. And Dave, let me stress to you, that is the most important bit, the catch. Because if you haven't got the catch bit, everything else goes to shit. It's like bungee jumping. If you haven't got the cord, that's just killing someone. Yeah,
exactly. It's like parachuting without the parachute. It's not.
God, got to remember that parachute, guys. That's why a lot of parachuting companies have failed and gone under.
Yeah. I know.
We're going to invest in more parachutes. All I needed to do would be to catch him and give him the fright of his life. But as I did, I completely let go of him and he fell a really large height down the stairs.
Oh.
Concrete stairs.
Oh, I feel sick.
My brother Dan.
I can't handle this.
You can't handle this. My brother Dan ran out after me and gleefully bounced down the stairs without seeing Mick falling. It was obvious to the onlookers that Mick and Dan were roughhousing and Mick fell, breaking most of the bones in his body.
Jesus.
Dan was instantly told off, although he protested his innocence and sadly was never the same again.
But hang on, Dan fell down the stairs, right? Mick
fell down the stairs.
Couldn't Mick? Didn't he know he was pushed?
Nah, apparently not.
No idea. It was just he was concussed.
He was concussed, but so he believes that Dan pushed him down the stairs as he ran out of the house because he couldn't see that it was our mate Marianne behind.
Yeah,
that's life, baby. Look it up.
And she's broken almost every bone in his body.
Broken almost every bone. Doris has got some comments. She's concerned about
how many bones? There's about 300 and something bones in a body, aren't there?
Roughly that, just in my middle finger. I don't know. That's my famous saying. I don't know how many bones are in the body, Dave, but it's a lot.
I think it's up in the 300s. Yeah.
Shit. Mick still has a limp to this day. A limp. So he wasn't. Don't worry. He wasn't like he would have taken a long time to recover, but he wasn't damaged forever. He's got a limp, but I don't know what that means. I don't know how. He just looks like Dr. House.
Yeah.
We're all in our 20s now, and every time I see them, I am racked with guilt. Mick and Dan aren't very close because of what happened that day. And every time they see each other, they get into a big blowout, with Dan always saying he had nothing to do with it. It makes me feel awful now, and I wonder if after all this time, I can come clean and say what really happened that day. To say I was the foul doer. It really does feel like it's a right thing to do. Dan has had so many fights with family members over this, and I think become a little bit of a bad boy. In brackets, she writes what a bad boy is, Dave. He smokes, wears sunglasses. And they are two of the descriptions I would use to describe you, Dave, to be honest.
Bad boy.
Bad boy.
From one bad boy to another, I get it.
You're wearing sunglasses right now.
I'm not smoking, but I can if you want me to light up.
That's all right.
I'll do it.
That's all right.
I'll bloody do it, mate. Let me give it SHIT.
God, you know what a bad boy is? He spells out swear words. That's pretty naughty. Over this, and I think become a bit of a bad boy. He smokes, wears sunglasses after this whole sordid affair. Sure. All right. So that comes from Marianne, Dave.
I think Marianne, she does have to come clean.
She was the foul doer.
She was the foul doer. And she's going to have to wear it. If she comes clean, she's going to have to wear it. They're going to go, why has it taken you a decade, Marianne, to come clean with this? It's torn the family apart. Bloody Greg has a limp or whatever his name is.
Yep. Mick.
Mick's got a limp.
So does Greg, probably. We don't even know who Greg is.
Yeah.
Many pranks gone
He
wrong.
looks like Greg. Or here's the other thing: she throws
Yeah.
herself down the stairs. Makes it look like
Same
Mick
stairs.
pushed same stairs.
Oh,
They
wow.
organize a gathering. So she goes, next Christmas, let's go back to where we were.
In her 20s.
In her 20s, we'll go
Yep.
back to the stairs. Just
Yep.
I think we've got to get a bit out. She makes it look like Mick's pushed her down the stairs.
Wow.
But before she does this, she could go to stunt training to work out how to fall downstairs properly.
Properly.
So
Yeah.
yeah, there's a way to do it. I mean,
Okay.
you know,
As a stunt man, there is. Yeah.
as a stunt, it's,
Yeah.
you know,
Stunt man or woman?
stunt
Stunt person.
She goes to stunt training school.
Yep.
Particularly says, look, when are we going to look, I'm not interested in the car explosions. I'm not interested in anything else. I just want to learn to fall downstairs.
And they say,
without breaking
why?
anything."
And she says, don't ask questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
you're asking too many
paying.
questions.
Don't ask questions.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I'll just teach me how to fall downstairs. So then she does it. She makes it. They're at the top of the stairs. And then maybe she could get in a tussle with Mick, initiate a tussle.
Some roughhousing again.
Yeah, some roughhousing. And then he pushes her down. It makes it look like she falls down the stairs.
Yeah.
And then she goes, great, we're even. And he'll say, what? And she'll say, nothing. And he said, no, go back a bit. You said we're even. And she'll say, all right, I was the one who pushed you down the stairs. And now I've fallen down the stairs.
Shit.
And you go, but you haven't broken any bone. You've not broken a single bone in your body. How come I broke all of my bones?
Yeah. I've got this limp
And
still. Look at my
And
limp.
I've still got a limp. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Fuck.
she says, well, you know what? Some of us have dealt different cards. You deal the cards, play the cards as they fall. That's one of my famous sayings.
Yep. All right. I like that one.
Play with the cards that are dealt in front of you.
Play with the cards that are dealt. I like that saying. That's one of my favorites.
And it's always nice to keep a cheeky ace up your sleeve.
Is it another saying, or is that connected to the first? Okay.
That's the whole saying. Just get it right. You know my sayings, mate.
Yeah, all right. Sorry about that. I've written them all down. They're in my book.
Play the cards that you dealt. Keep a cheeky ace up your sleeve, and if all else fails, throw yourself down the stairs.
What if she went back to the place and threw Mick down the stairs? Maybe it'll fix his limp.
Is that what she says?
No. What if she did that? That's my idea. Push him down the stairs. Double down. Push Mick down the stairs again.
Oh, double down on it.
Yeah. Fix the limp. Because it could
knock your
something
idea?
back into place. That's my idea. Yeah.
Yeah, medical. I think that's what it's like turning it off and on.
Well, I don't know, mate. You got the stethoscope, not me.
Yeah, do it. Let's do it.
Do you think that she needs to come clean? Because you're saying go back to the crime scene where all people that commit crimes, I think, like to go back to where the crime was committed. Do you think that she needs to go back to get this off her chest, and she needs to say, look, guys, there's been a lot of fights over the years. A lot of us have come to blows over this, but I was the foul doer. I was the one that actually did this. Or do you think now it's way too far down the line? It's over 10 years to bring something up.
Yeah, I know. A lot of the times these confessions, they annoy me. It's not because they want to right wrongs. It's just because they've got this huge, do you call it a monkey on your back? Is that what you call it?
Monkey on your back, yeah. You can call it what you want, whatever animal you want. Got a giraffe on my back.
You got the giraffe on your back, or you've got some. Yeah.
I got an ace up my sleeve. I got a parrot up my back.
Keep a parrot on your back and an ace up your sleeve. I'm going to get that tattooed on my.
Yeah, I like that.
Body.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are doing it not because they feel bad. They just want to clear their own conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? It's just like, this will make me feel better. It was not going to give him his leg back, is it?
No, not that limp. That limp will always be there.
That limp's going to be there for. Yeah, I mean, sure, go and come clean, then you'll feel good, and then no one will talk to you, or just throw yourself down the stairs, like I suggested.
I think there's two good options, and I think you solved that, Dave, because we've got the next confession.
Thank you, mate.
That comes from Jacob. Absolute pleasure. Comes from Jacob. Jacob confesses, I got married to my wife, Frida, many years ago.
Good.
Nice. We've been happy, blissfully happy. But I have this awful thing. All right, what do you think it is, Dave? Where do you think this one's going?
We're talking affair, maybe.
We're talking
crush on a sister.
Oh fuck! You got it. You got it in the second one.
Yeah. Did I?
You got it in the second one. Yep. Crush on a sister. Yeah. You're not surprised at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Frida.
Yeah.
Frida. Yeah, and it sounds. Well, we don't know where they're from at the moment, but Frida's got a sort of. It's a sort of Scandinavian vibe to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Out of all the, I've done 120 of these podcasts, Dave.
Yeah.
What is the percentage that you think you've been on?
Picking him?
No, of been on, like actually a guest on the
crap.
episode. Yeah.
10%?
I reckon about 10 to 15% that you've been on,
Wow.
and you have guessed. You're the most frequent guest, and
Yeah.
you have guessed. You have guessed a lot of these great confessions, and the second one is correct. So So it says, but I have this awful thing where I'm in love with her sister.
Don't get married.
Don't
So
get
many of
married.
these people's like, oh, I've got to get something out of my system, or
Yeah.
we
Throw
got together
Frida
too
down the
young.
stairs. I won't see you again. The staircase. Have you seen that?
Go to stunt school.
Yeah.
Go to stunt school.
Go to stunt school. Yeah. I think the
my
guy
advice.
in the staircase, the wonderful
Mick.
series, his name, I think his last name was Peterson. So I feel like Petersons have a prevalence for throwing people down the stairs. That's why I live in a ground floor flat.
Yeah.
Can't trust myself.
Well, it's a common way to, knock someone off, isn't it?
Yeah.
The old down the stairs. But the problem is if they only break every bone in their body, then they're there to tell the tale, and people can start asking questions.
What do you think? I have got, at the front of my place, Dave, I have got that one step.
Yeah.
I couldn't throw someone down that.
Gosh, I hope I don't get the news one day that Sam fell down his step. And
He fell down the step. Do you mean stairs? No, step.
No, one step.
One step. Nothing's okay. So this awful thing, but I'm in love with her sister. Nothing's ever happened. But at any time we are together, I can't help but getting stiff looking at her.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the worst bit of it. I'm pretty sure that. Oh no, there's one. Okay.
Got a stiffy.
Got a stiffy.
Looking at her.
Yeah, just looking.
What is he like? 12?
Yeah. He just gets stiff looking at her. I'm so turned on by her, and always wonder what would have happened if I ended up with her instead of Frida. Not that Frida's not great. She's fantastic. And it wasn't until I met the family that I started to feel this way. The trouble is, the whole family is great. And sometimes I lie awake at night wondering if I could just switch sisters.
Easy.
Easy. That's easy done.
You just go down the registry office and say, I just want to do
I got the wrong one.
Sister switch. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know, I've got a, when my mum and dad were engaged, about to get engaged, my dad did the wonderful thing of going to, a very old fashioned thing of going to ask for her father's permission, Brian Blake. And he went there and he said, Brian, I would like to ask your permission for your daughter Geraldine's hand in marriage. And my grandfather Brian said, are you sure you don't want Colleen?
Oh,
because she was still living at home and they wanted to get rid of her because she's a troublesome one. It was like, Geraldine's great, we reckon she's got years ahead of her. I reckon she find someone else, but Colleen, not so sure.
Well, it's like trying to get rid of the car in the yard that you just really need to get out.
Yeah. It used to be like going to the supermarket, and I hate to compare my auntie to this, but going to the supermarket, there's like off chocolates in the thing, and the guy down at the local IGA is always going, you sure don't want these ones? You go, no, they're off.
Used by date. No, they've still got a couple. That's a best before. It's not a used by.
No, you've crossed out used and wrote best. That's what you've done. I didn't see that.
It says it. They're best before, and they're still good.
And I'm sorry if my auntie's listening, and I've just referred to you as off chocolate. But analogies are hard, guys.
I think this is going to be. Are they married? They've gotten married, haven't they? They've done it. He's gone through with it. The ship has sailed on this one. That's another one of my sayings. Ship has sailed.
Oh God, I love that saying. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's what's the switch sisters? I think a lot of people have the same thoughts, but here I am, as always, being the only one strong-willed enough to vocalize them. We have great chemistry too, and it's really been getting at me. I think about her when my wife and I have sex and have occasionally misspoken and said her name instead of Frida's.
Oh,
the sister even isn't in a steady relationship. She's the wild child that is always wearing a bikini around us, showing off her great rack and killer body. Now, Dave, I hope that they have a pool at the parents' house, because if someone's walking around in a bikini just nonstop, that's not right. That's not right. You shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, when he's buying the sister lingerie for Christmas, Try it on. Just try it on. Just give it a go.
And
I don't know. I might got the wrong size. Just try it on.
And
giving
Frida the LED sunglasses.
Frida's got the LED sunnies on, and her sister. We don't have the sister's name yet, do we? We don't have one.
Let's call her
Hilda.
Pamela. Hilda.
Hilda.
Hilda and Frida. Very nice.
Frida and Hilda.
Yeah.
And so Hilda's, and he goes, yeah, and Hilda, Frida goes, thanks for these glasses. They're pretty cool, actually. And then
he's like, cover up a bit more of your face.
Yeah, Hilda. He goes, put these on. It's a cheeky one piece or something.
Yeah, put it on now. Put it on now.
Twin set.
A twin set.
Get to a twin set from online somewhere.
I would
from Porter.
From Predator Porter. I would give anything to have sex with her and show her how nasty I can be. Frida and I are getting to the point where we're starting to try for kids, and I wonder if it's what I really want. I don't know how to go about it, but I wonder if I can ever truly express how I feel about Frida's sister, Hilda, maybe just to her or to the whole family at once. Feels like I need to be open and honest. It's the least I can do to make sure that nobody else gets hurt. I already have been, and that's enough of that. All right, so
he's hurt.
Jacob. He's hurt, definitely. So Jacob's hurt for sure.
So again, the problem is he goes to Hilda and he says, "Hilda, you know how I'm married to your sister Frida?" And she says, "Yeah, of course. Everyone knows that. We were at the wedding." Yeah. And then he says, "I think I've got to come clean. I don't know what to say to you, but I've had some feelings for you." And she goes, "What?" And she's either going to go, "I've noticed, and I've got the same feelings as well. Yeah. What do we do about this?" It's going to tear a family apart, isn't it? Of course it is. A sibling swap. I reckon 75% of the time is going to tear a family apart.
75%.
Yeah.
That's still quite low. I imagine.
That's the numbers, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did your research before this.
And there have been sibling swaps have happened before. I was watching an episode of Doomsday Preppers recently. And one of the preppers on Doomsday, he had his wife, but he had his sister in the house as a backup wife.
Is this a fictional show or is this a
real show? And it's on Netflix. I was watching this before the pandemic broke. So he had a backup.
Always got your finger on the pulse.
It's true, mate. It's true. 75%. You don't check that out, but 75% of sibling swaps don't work.
Wow. Okay. So do you think in this case, Dave, that he needs to just go to? Do you think he needs to tell his wife Frida? He needs to go and tell Hilda, or he needs to say it in front of the whole family?
Definitely not the whole family.
No, all right, take that out.
I'd love to see the whole family one. If I could buy tickets to one of those options, I would buy tickets to the family show.
Would they all be sitting in their bikinis?
Yeah. She'll be in she'll be in the
where they've got no pool and they live inland. Yeah.
Yeah. They're in the mountains. And she's always getting around in it. I would love to see that option. It's not going to work. I mean, this is the problem. A lot of these times, people, and I feel sorry for them because it would be quite heart aching to say you've got in a situation. But look, you can undo a marriage. I'm sure there's a way to undo a marriage.
Annul. Is it annul?
Annul it.
Yeah, annul it. Annul it. I'm always saying that. Annul it. Annul it. Yeah.
And the I don't know what the divorce rate is, but I'm going to say it's up about 75%.
Would you say exactly 75%?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. 75% divorce rate worldwide currently at the moment. And that is, I've been using the word exponential a lot lately, and that is increasing exponentially. Probably to 100% divorce rate happening around the world.
Even in COVID.
Yeah, it's true. Wow. These are the figures I'm getting through.
You get a fresh report every day.
Look, he's going to, if he comes clean, the likely scenario is he's going to end up with no one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob's going to be alone.
The best thing for him to do is to leave the sisters alone, leave the whole family alone, get the heck out of there, start fresh. Don't have a kid.
Don't have a kid. Not if you're not ready for a kid. Don't have a kid. Don't bring a kid into a world where you're still getting stiff for Hilda.
Yeah, the thing is too, he will do it, and he'll show her what an animal he is, and that'll be it. It's done. He's scratched that itch.
Yeah.
Yeah. 75% of itches that are scratched no longer need itch anymore.
Is that true? I had no idea about that. So, Dave, that's your advice, though, to give out in these times to Jacob. And I think that's really good advice, Dave. Now, before we wrap up this podcast for today, Dave, what have you been doing? How are you keeping the creative juices flowing at the moment, Dave? What are you doing to scratch your itch, your creative itch?
Mate, it's fine. Yeah, it's funny. I realise think I've got to flatten the emotional curve during this thing.
Oh, sure.
Because what I'm having for the people watching the video, I'm drawing a curve.
Yep.
I'm having days
really
where you
good
go,
as well. The drawing.
There's days where you go, you know what? This is great. I don't want this to ever change. I love this.
Yeah.
And then you go, whoa, what the heck is happening? How does... So I've got to try and flatten the emotional curve a little bit because I'm having some really good days.
Ups and downs.
Other days where I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I switched off my feelings for a day.
The other night, Dave, I was, it was probably the fever, but I thought of a great idea in my head. And then I just realized that's a pub. And I'd just been going, what if people could get together and have a drink? Great idea. I was like, I'll pitch it. I don't know where I pitch it to. I was like, that actually exists. And at some point that will be open again and you and I will be
and the beers and drinks come out of taps like they do out of like water comes out of a tap. The beer comes out of the sink.
Crazy. People are together. You order at, well, let's call it a bar or a desk. Yeah. It's a desk. It's a desk, basically. But one day, Dave, we will be at our favourite bar yet again.
It's true. It will happen once again. But until then, this is our world. We're going to have to live in it because we've got the LED sunglasses. I'm wearing a suit. And there's a 75% chance that we're going to come out at the end of this all right.
I think so too. Well, thank you, Dave Lawson, for joining me on the podcast.
Bye, Sammy.
Yet again.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for welcoming me into your ears. Bye-bye.
Bye.